The good, the bad, and the ugly. Pretty much sums up 2019 for us. This is Mike Power, President and CEO of Silver Range Resources. Instead of sending out the annual President's Letter to shareholders that nobody reads, we decided we'd put it in a video that maybe nobody would watch. Here's a quick summary of Silver Range's work last year, a look ahead, and an item of general interest at the end. First, a quick word from our lawyers. We'll work backwards from the ugly. Suffering shareholders don't need to be told that our share price has languished on low volume. Careful management analysis has concluded this indicates we had more sellers than buyers and few of either this year. We won't speculate on external factors, but our relative lack of news and reluctance to pay for promotion hasn't helped. We closed a small financing this year, smaller than expected because we failed to offer warrants. The silver lining is we burned through most of our warrant overhang, and at 75 million shares out, we aren't quite yet a red giant. We dropped 2 options and gained 1, and this resulted in diminished option revenue. With less cash in the kitty, we did less work. But wait, there's good news too. We expanded our Nevada property portfolio by 4. We also conducted a lot of recce work, and hopefully this will bear fruit in the coming year. And we purchased a significant exploration database covering 35 years of historic work. Up north, we ran a short program at Sparta near Yellowknife, confirming high-grade mineralization in the veins and seeking Maguma-style mineralization in the wall rock. Our partner, Canark Resources, found a new zone at Hardcache with several hundred meters of strike and surface samples running to 18 grams. We hope they'll be drilling here next year. In Nevada, we added 4 new properties. Irwin is a granitic-hosted, structurally controlled gold prospect in the Troy Canyon district near Berry and Mining's new property. Cowich is a low sulphidation prospect at the south end of the Cowich-Toyabe lineament. Sniper, not far from Gold Point, and it had some spectacular surface high grade. We had gold samples here up to 121 grams. East Gold Point covers the eastern extension of the Gold Point mining district and has a great exploration fairway. We've been scouring the state for new projects, and we're pretty sure the majors are keeping a close eye on us. We've got several drill-ready prospects in Nevada, and we'll be highlighting these in the Prospect Generator Hub at Roundup. SKYLIGHT's a fully preserved epithermal system with extensive silica caps and a network of structure underneath defined by IP, as well as surface geochemical leakage. Newmont and Rimfire drilled around this target without testing it, and the closer they got to it, the higher the gold kicks they found in their drill holes. At Cold Springs, there's high-grade gold and silver at surface, up to 60 grams gold and 1,700 grams silver in a large silicified area. Unfortunately, it's been drilled quite a bit, and there's no evidence of any feeder underneath it. Instead, all the evidence points to some source off to the west, beneath alluvium in a large valley. We've run geophysics there, and we've set this thing up for a nice headshot. Here's a beautiful resistivity low just to the west of all that historic drilling. At Gold Chief near Pioche, old-timers mined about 5,000 tons at 6 grams from the top of a detachment fault at the Gold Chief mine. They followed it down a limited ways before they hit water, but the mineralization is located in a detachment fault that shows every indication of continuing. We've run geophysics, and beneath the historic mine, there's a great drill target. We're hoping for a better year in 2020. We got lots of room to grow. Our market cap's in the lower end of the pantheon of prospect generators. But we have a very large portfolio, and it's going to grow. Currently, we've got 43 high-grade gold and silver prospects. More projects, better chance of success. And we recognize that this is a long game. You got to pay your dues. We've only been in business less than 5 years. Nonetheless, we're moving some properties and executing the business model. We think success is a drill hole away. Finally, here's that item of general interest we promised. As an investor or geologist, would you recognize an epithermal gold deposit if you saw one? How big are they? Well, that's a question we find interesting too. I'd like to share with you some work we've done on deposit footprints. Now, you're probably aware that epithermal deposits come in 2 end members. High sulphidation deposits are located near volcanic centers, frequently above intrusions, whereas low sulphidation deposits are further away. Let's have a look at the deposit footprints for each of these two classes of epithermal deposits. Let's start with high sulphidation deposits. This is a plan view of the Goldfield mining district. Now, if you know Goldfield, you realize there's something fishy about this plot, and you're right. We've rotated the footprint of the mining district so that the long axis is left to right and the short axis is up and down. We'll do that for all the subsequent deposit footprints and lay them one on top of each other. Goldfield is where high sulphidation deposits were first recognized, and it's a very rich spot. Here's Paradise Peak further north in Nevada. Gemfield, this is just north of Goldfield and is under development by Waterton. Hope Brook in Newfoundland. Pueblo Viejo in the Dominican Republic, a Barrick and Newmont mine. Lagunas Norte, a Barrick mine in Peru. Now, Pascualama would not be a deposit were it not for two rich breccias, the Breccia Central and the Breccia Pedro. Here's Pierina and Yanacocha. Now, the Yanacocha district has more than 20 high sulphidation deposits with an aggregate of about 48 million ounces. We'll look at some of the footprints of the larger ones. Here's Cerro Yanacocha, Chaquicocha, Carachugo, Coramayo El Tapado, Cerro Quilich, Macui, and San Jose. Now, if we lay all of these deposits one on top of the other and shade them so that we can see where they overlap most closely, we find that the majority of high sulphidation deposits would fit in an area of about 1,200 meters by 600 meters. We think those are dimensions worth keeping in mind. Turning to low sulphidation deposits, this is Shumaki in California, Grouse in Idaho, Mule Canyon in Nevada. Here's the big bonanza on the Comstock lode. Imagine jamming 5 million ounces of gold equivalent into such a small area. This is Sleeper in northern Nevada, Sunbeam in Idaho, and La Guitarra in Mexico. It has a very small footprint because the ore deposit is essentially vertical. Fortuna Silver's San Jose mine also has a small footprint because the veins are steeply dipping. Here's the Hishikari district in Japan, very rich area. Cerro Mojan in Mexico, and McLaughlin in California. This is a high-level low sulphidation epithermal deposit in the sinter class. Here's Fruta del Norte in Ecuador, and Delamar in Idaho. Finally, here's Round Mountain, the granddaddy of them all. If we lay all of these low sulphidation deposit footprints on top of each other, we find that the majority would fit in an area of about 800 by 200 meters. Again, these dimensions are perhaps worth keeping in mind if you're looking at a low sulphidation prospect. Silver Range has a number of low sulphidation prospects meeting these size thresholds, and a large new high sulphidation target we're going to unveil shortly. We're the high-grade prospect generator, working hard to make 2020 the year we unlock some real value. So that's it. Thanks for watching.